because you don't mess with success.
We hate to say it, but we're disappointed in you, Bucky. You're supposed to be a leader, but you run and hide whenever things get spooky. We thought you had put your zombie bullying days behind you, but you were back to the same old shenanigans in Zombies 2. You might have allowed zombies to join your cheer squad, but that hasn't stopped you from sabotaging and segregating them. We know you're a nice guy deep down, Bucky, but we're still waiting for you to prove it. Zombies 2 welcomed a brand new soundtrack and a band of unique actors to the franchise. With so much going on, it was easy to miss out on some fun tidbits and background information. We're about to dive into Zombies 2 and reveal the 15 things everyone missed. If you haven't seen the sequel yet, keep in mind that this video contains some major spoilers. You've been warned.
I'm so sorry.
We Got This is the first song we hear in Zombies 2. Addison and the cheerleaders sing it while completing a huge obstacle course at cheer camp. And Zed and his zombie friends join in while dancing through Zombietown. But if you hit pause when Zed and the zombies are dancing in front of the movie theater, you can see that Night of the Werewolf is playing at the cinema. Is this a coincidence? Probably not. What's even more curious, however, is that the sign next to it is blurred out. Could this be the title of Zombies 3? Watch until the end to find out.
I'm so excited to see, well, you know.
Zed's little sister, Zoe, loves animals more than anything, so we weren't surprised that she was excited about the werewolf threat instead of being afraid. Zoe even put up a poster saying that she wanted a werewolf friend. That's when Zoe crossed paths with Wyatt, who was posing as a human. After chatting with Wyatt, Zoe realizes that he's not who he's pretending to be. Zoe makes a remark about the size of Wyatt's eyes, which look huge behind his glasses. Zoe says, "What big eyes you have," which is a reference to the European fairy tale Little Red Riding Hood. If you notice this reference, leave a wolf emoji in the comments.
It was a werewolf.
It's no secret that Bucky doesn't like zombies. He's made that very clear. But during the musical number We Got This, we see just how far Bucky will go to humiliate and harm the zombies at his school. In a blink and you'll miss it moment, we see Bucky blasting a Z-Team cheerleader with his bazooka, which is like a bazooka, but with water. We knew that Bucky was mischievous, but we never thought he would physically harm his cheerleaders. The look on the Z-Team's faces says it all. Bucky had a bazooka made to sabotage the Z-Team, but they won anyway.
Disappointing. You can't be scared to get those jazz hands dirty.
Every sports team needs a mascot, which is why no one batted an eye at the Seabrook High mascot, Shrimpy. But things get a little weird when it was revealed that Shrimpy also doubled as a bus driver. Clearly, Shrimpy had some issues keeping his eyes and bus on the road. Instead of slamming on the brakes when he saw Zed on the ladder, he hit the zombie and kept driving. Shrimpy did not stop driving until the bus collided with a fence in the Forbidden Forest. So basically, without Shrimpy, the werewolves would never have seen Addison and entered Seabrook. Without Shrimpy, Zombies 2 would not have been possible.
We're surrounded by werewolves.
Cool.
Shrimpy's days as a bus driver are numbered. He put everyone's lives at risk when he failed to bring the bus to a stop. During his rampage, we see Shrimpy collide with a fence, and on the fence is a sign that reads, "Forbidden Forest, keep out." Afterward, we find out that this fence was stopping the werewolves from getting out, or the zombies and humans from getting in. But did you notice how small this fence was? What was stopping the almighty werewolves from jumping over the fence before Shrimpy took it down? And who put up the fence in the first place?
We find the girl, and if she's the Great Alpha, she'll tell us where the Moonstone is hidden.
There's a lot of mystery surrounding the Forbidden Forest, and we're hoping to find out more about it should the franchise add a third installment. Did any of you notice how huge the moon was when Willa and her pack surrounded Addison in the forest? Not only is the moon huge and dark, but it's also present despite it being light outside. Could this bizarre moon be what powers the Moonstone in the first place? And why can this moon only be seen in the Forbidden Forest? Obviously, Seabrook is a town unlike any other, so anything is possible.
Anyway, who cares what they think? It's a terrible town.
Ever since Zombietown was allowed to open its gates, tons of new shops have popped up all over town. There's the Night of the Living Dead store and a crystal shop too. Seabrook has come a long way since the first Zombies movie, but they still have a long way to go. After watching Zombies 2, we know that the zombies and werewolves inherited their special powers from magical crystals. However, crystal shops are usually run by witches. Could this crystal shop be hinting towards Zombies 3 introducing witches of some sort? What other new stores did you spot in Zombietown and Seabrook? Tell us in the comments.
They see one werewolf and we can't go to prawn?
The dog ate my homework is one of the oldest excuses in the book. It's a joke that's been used plenty of times, and it popped up in Zombies 2 in the most subtle of ways. When Wyatt is following Addison in the library, the camera jumps to Bree, who is doing her homework. But then, Winter pops up behind her, rips out a page from her binder, and eats it. Now, we all know that Winter can go a little overboard with her intimidation tactics. But who eats paper? Well, a dog does. We hope Bree's teacher believes her when she says that
Dog just ate my homework!
Fans of the first Zombies film were quick to point out that the zombies all had the letter Z in their names. While some zombies, like Zed and Zoe, start their names off with a letter, others, like Eliza and Bonzo, simply have a Z inside of their first names. Well, in case you didn't notice, the werewolves follow a similar naming pattern as the zombies. Wyatt, Willa, and Winter all have names that start with the letter W, but the first letter of their names isn't the only thing that can be linked back to their werewolf backgrounds. Willa and Wyatt's last name is Lykensen, which derives from the word lichen, and lichen is a term used to describe a humanoid wolf.
I am a mean werewolf kid.
It's pretty common for high schools to have huge budgets when it comes to sports, but Seabrook's cheerleading budget is out of this world. Not only is the town about to knock down Seabrook Power to make room for a new cheerleading platform, but it also hosts a yearly cheer camp. The obstacle course we see during the song "We Got This" must have cost the town thousands of dollars to build. If not more, Seabrook High has a huge budget when it comes to cheerleading.
Cheer camp! Even more sparkly than I dreamed!
Every adult knows that they have to watch what they say around children. Kids can easily pick up on bad words and repeat them without fail. We saw this happen when Addison was brought to the den of the wolf. When Addison is attempting to howl, she says a bunch of hilarious things. But at one point, Wyatt stops her to remind her that there are werepups around. Winter points out that Addison needs to put a pebble in the swearwolf jar, but the damage has been done. All of the young wolves mimic Addison's swear word at the exact same time. Did you catch this hilarious joke?
She needs to put a pebble in the swearwolf jar.
Zed and Bucky go head to head for the chance to become the school president. They sing the catchy song, "I'm Winning," to show the crowd why they deserve to win. During the song, things get a little personal. Bucky points out that Zed is a monster who can't control himself. Bucky believes this to be the reason why he should be elected school president instead of Zed. But Zed fires back without a second to waste. When Bucky points out that Zed eats brains, Zed says that Bucky has nothing to worry about, since he has none. Zed called Bucky stupid to his face, and it flew right over his head. Did you catch this hilarious insult?
Oh, did you see that? That was a high five.
There is both good and bad karma, depending on what you put out in the world. Unfortunately for Zed, he did something bad and received a huge dose of karma within minutes. When Zed finds out that Addison might be a werewolf, he steals her necklace to stop her from transforming. But obviously, this wasn't his choice to make. After winning over the crowd during the presidential debate, Zed's Z-band clashes with the crystal necklace, which results in Zed going full zombie on the crowd. Because of this, Zed loses the crowd and Bucky becomes the student body president. If Zed hadn't stolen Addison's necklace, he might have won against Bucky.
I lost the election.
Maybe. Probably.
The werewolves might look like high school students, hence why they were welcome to join Seabrook High, but these sly wolves are not who they appear to be. Willa, Wyatt, Winter, and their pack are a lot older than Addison, Zed, and company. They don't age like zombies and humans do. At the beginning of the movie, Winter says that once they locate the Moonstone, they'll be able to live wolf strong for another 100 years. Turns out the Moonstone also provides anti-aging properties.
And when we do, we can recharge our necklaces and stay wolf strong for another 100 years.
If you thought the Zombies franchise was over and done with, think again. Although the Disney Channel has yet to confirm a threequel, it's obvious that something is in the works. After all, Zombies 2 did end with a cliffhanger. We still don't know which group Addison belongs to. She's not a human, or a zombie, or a werewolf. If we had to guess, Zombies 3 would finally reveal Addison's true heritage. Addison's white hair was glowing bright blue at the end of the sequel, and a blue meteor was seen falling from the sky. There's so much left to the story, and we can't wait to find out which new couples link up in Z3. Did anyone else notice the chemistry between Eliza and Wyatt? Sound off in the comments.
We crushed it! We nailed it! We so rock! Yes!
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to The Things and give this video a big thumbs up for more. We'll see you soon.